here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Spartans will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Finds his man. It's Miller. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for the loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Got the back over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about handing that ball out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. Turning it on. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And the Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the
that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Setting up the screen. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slipped in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Looking to throw for it. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans offense has the ball for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. There's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Spartans send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got a man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy is not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. And on that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. He's in open space downfield. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Caught over the middle. It's Roberts. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Tries to get it on the ground. Looking for room at the 30. Speeding down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside the ACC today. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Catch in the middle, it's Bland. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Mitchell. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop him.
And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for room, it's Bland. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Spartans are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Fights off a defender. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
Off the play fake on first down. Snares it outside. It's Miller. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield? His running style just marries so well with that. When you think about Ohio State and their tradition at running back, right? With all the athletes they've had throughout the decades, this guy was meant to play in the shoe.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple at second and 8. Back to pass. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll be third and long. Making side adjustments here. On third down, he drops to throw. Working that left side. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right on the money. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Wants to throw on third. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got a man. It's Mitchell. Breaks into the open. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away.
On to punt it away.
Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Spartans will punt this one away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Miller. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's got his man across the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And it's been a dynamite 1st half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
That's reeled in. It's Mitchell. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They'll operate out of split backs. To the ground with the back. Running to Green. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Bryant. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll try to do it himself. The last thing you need is this guy getting knocked around. Wisely avoids the hit with the slide. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll go to the ground. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Quickly complete. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Bryant. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion.
1st down for the offense.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Grab near the marker. It's Mitchell. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. The Spartans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll leave it with him. He rolls all the way down the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Spartans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely perfect. It's our force to settle for the field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A lot of defenders around on that screen. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Looking for a push on fourth down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just can't stop it.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Flips it out on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
Hand off from the shotgun. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the stomping has commenced. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that looks like it did when Archie and Eli were here. They're up by 21 over Louisville. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Off play action on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it all right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Michigan State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
run to the left. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the one that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
Might be calling a hot route. Slams ahead. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal.
Get set.
The give to the tailback. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Looking to get it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Got it in the middle, it's Collier. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Collier. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade this.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Bryant. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games, and we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Spartans will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically, they've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays, just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that fourth down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been able to get it done.
So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They've dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.